Hey guys, we're making birria tacos in the crock pot. Here's 2 pounds of beef chuck roast I have that I salted and peppered. I am going to put a little bit of oil in my cast iron skillet and we're going to sear each side for about 2 to 3 minutes until we get a nice brown color. The meat is searing. We're going to take our dried chilies and we're going to rehydrate them in warm water for about 15 minutes. Then we're going to add the water and the chilies in a blender and go ahead and make a paste / sauce. And now we're ready to throw everything in the crock pot. We've got our meat, onions, garlic, bay leaves, a little bit of cinnamon powder, a little bit of allspice, a little bit of oregano and thyme. Make sure we salt and pepper generously. Go ahead and add the birria sauce that we just made along with 2 cups of warm water. Put the lid on and allow it to cook for 8 hours on low or 4 hours on high. It's been around 3 hours. I'm just going to give everything a little stir. Go ahead and put the lid back on and continue to cook. As you can see, the meat is ready, so we're going to take it out and go ahead and pull it apart. I went ahead and shredded the meat. Look how tender and juicy it looks. I like to add a little bit back into the gravy so when you're dipping your tacos, you can get a little bit of that meat in your bite. Guys, it's time to assemble our tacos. First, I'm going to take my flour taco. You can use corn. I'm going to dip it into the sauce. Put it in a saucepan about 10 to 15 seconds on one side and then flip it over. Let's start adding our toppings. I've got the meat, then onions, cilantro, and some mozzarella cheese. We're going to gently fold it over and press down. Allow it to brown on one side before we flip it over. You can do 2 or 3 in a pan depending on how large your saucepan is. You can see how we got a nice brown char on one side and the cheese has melted nicely. While our tacos continue to brown, we're going to take some of those juices and pour it into a bowl. That's what we're going to use to dip our tacos in. Go ahead and add a few onions and a little bit of cilantro. And there you go, birria tacos in the crock pot. Thanks for cooking with Nim.